Welcome back, everyone. It is hot outside, and you know what? I have with me Miss Solar Sandy, and you know what? You are here. You're here on a mission. And we've been calling you Solar Sandy on my show for over 2.5 years.
I know,
but now I have to call you Grandma Solar Sandy.
I know. Grandma's on a mission. Power companies lose, and you know, instead of just calling me Solar Sandy, you know what I've actually become, Carol? And this is not me tooting my own horn, but I've actually become an energy expert, because it's not just about solar panels anymore and PYOP, producing your own power. That's what I specialize in, helping people PYOP, produce their own power and pay less for it. People are getting their summer bills, and this APS rate increase, it is horrible, Carol. If they think their bills are bad right now, wait till July, August, and September. People on budget billing are going to see their budget billing go up $80, $100 at least, and then they will still owe APS at the end of the year. It could be over $1,000. So I am saying to people, sit down and see the simplicity of this. You know, this is how I got started on my mission. I am just a mom and a grandma and a retired nurse that when I could not pay my own daughter's electric bill, that I needed to find a solution for her. And the reason I'm so passionate about this, you think about it, Carol, we buy our homes. That's usually the biggest purchase that we have in our lives. Our second biggest purchase is on our power cost. We just pay it month after month, year after year. Every year it goes up. Every year it goes up. Sometimes in a matter of months it can go up, especially for people on budget billing. If you have used more than you paid for on your budget billing, they're going to raise your budget billing again. If you've used more than your budget billing, they're going to raise it again. You could have 3 to 4 increases over this summer on budget billing. So now I want people to understand there is no money to get started. As long as they own their own home and have good credit, there's no money out of pocket. All they're doing now is PYOP, producing their own power and paying less for it, versus buying it from APS and SRP for that matter, because July and August, SRP's rates go up to the super peak summer rates, and people start paying $34.19 per kilowatt for their demand in SRP. It's crazy, Carol.
It is crazy. And you know what's even crazier is that ever since you've been on my show, you have just exploded. Can I say that?
Did I just expanded, and
said exploded. I expanded.
Expanded.
But exploded. You know what? Here's the deal. You've been on radio, every radio now, at television everywhere. You're now going to be on my television show. You're going to be on Channel 7 talking about this other places.
What's trending in Arizona? High electric bills. We need to let people know this has got to stop. The way it stops is take power back into your own hands, put more of your hard-earned money in your own family's budget, and PYOP, produce your own power and pay less for it, Carol. It's really, really quite simple. No money to get started, as long as they have good credit, own their own home, and then you're getting a 30% federal tax credit. Most of our older families, I'm 57, Carol. Soon will be 60. And, you know, most people don't even think that they qualify for the tax credit. They do. So you're not only producing your own power and paying less for it, and APS is buying that extra power back at 12.9 cents. I can potentially zero my APS family's APS bill and end up with a check back at the end of the year. And my SRP's families, I can save them between 75 and 80% off of their SRP bill.
Now, I've said this before. If you've heard Solar Sandy and you've been on the fence or you're thinking, call her, because this stuff changes minute by minute, and that's what Solar Sandy's all about. She's about doing all of the tedious research for everybody out there, and you're passionate about it, and you really know your stuff because you've been doing this for over 3.5, 4 years by now. It doesn't matter, but really it's a long time. And you're out there to really help people save money on a bill that you're paying way too much money on.
And it just went up.
And it's going to go up and up and up, and this summer now it's even going to get higher. So what we want you to do is call her. If you've heard her, you got to still call her. If you haven't heard her, call her. let her tell you how much money she could save. It's really simple. You can go up on her website, which is asksolarsandy.com, and all you have to do is fill out a kilowatt worksheet, and all you have to do is that simple step, and she can tell you how much money that she can save you on a bill that you can already paying way too much money on. You can also call her. She loves to talk to people. The number is 623-850-8229, and she'll also coast everywhere. She's so busy out there. She is on this mission. Not only is she on radio, television, everywhere, she goes out to everybody and talks to you. It's a free, no obligation, free consultation.
Guess
you
where
don't have to talk anymore.
Guess where I am on Saturday. I'm out putting signs up, wishing my families a happy solar birthday and putting balloons on their yard. I mean, I really am sincere about this, Carol. This is a big deal. The money that I am helping my family save. The second reason is so that they live more comfortably in the home that they've worked so hard to come home to enjoy. Why should you have to have your thermostat at 85 or 88 or 90 degrees for that matter? This year, the same power last year is costing more money, and they've changed the rate plans in APS. So now the really expensive power is between 3 and 8 p.m. That is in the heat of the day. So I just saw a nurse last night. She says, Sandy, I sleep during the day. I have to have my house cool because I have to go to work at night. Her husband stays home with their 3 little children. She says, Sandy, I have to work overtime right now to pay my electric bill. And I said, well, not anymore. Not after I'm here to help you.
Tell them what you all do with them, because it's no out of pocket. Is it?
There's no money out of pocket. I say this to people. You think about it. You know, the things that we value and we're going to use the most in our life, we'll finance it and we'll pay monthly. So our homes and our cars, we use our power every single day. So when I show my families that now they're going to pay about between 6.8 and 7 cents per kilowatt for producing their own power on the roof with no money out of pocket to get started, as long as they've got good credit. And they know what they're paying for their power for the next 25, 30 years with no more rate increases, and they're living more comfortably in their homes. They go, why didn't I do this sooner? And I say,
how many people say that so many times?
Oh my gosh, Carol, so many people say that. And there's been so many people said, Sandy, we've talked to 3, 4, 5 other solar companies. I am not a solar company. I'm there to do my best work for my homeowners. I have a preferred install partner that is in the top 3 here in Arizona. They treat my families like family. They're just phenomenal. So this is very, very, very important. There are as many companies out there, I say, making hamburgers. There are a few companies out there that have the secret sauce, and the secret sauce is the right amount of solar panels, making sure that the family has all the power they need day and night, and a smidge extra so they can keep the house cooler, and smart energy management to manage those demand costs, because those demand costs between 3 and 8 p.m. and in SRP, it's 1 to 6 and 4 to 7 and $34.19 per kilowatt in the demand, super peak rates in SRP. So smart energy management and being on the correct rate plan. If you don't have those 3 things done correctly for you, you are not getting the maximum savings, you are not getting all the benefits, and you're literally leaving money on your roof.
Well, the number to call her is 623-850-8229. You can also go up on her website and just fill out that kilowatt worksheet. There's a ton of information there as well. She is just on fire to help everybody out there, to help you save money on a bill that you're paying way too much money on. You're doing an incentive for people still again?
Absolutely. This summer, guys, your bills are going up so significantly much higher than they were last year. Last year, there was a rate increase with APS August 19th of 2017. Rates went up. The second phase of this rate increase just went into effect May 1st, so people are just starting to see their bills go up and up and up. So I am doing a $250 solar saving incentive at install. This is to put towards their last high bill with APS or SRP, so that I can say thank you to my families when I go out and wish them a happy solar birthday, put a sign up and put balloons up. I'm taking them cash that they can pay their last high electric bill, and now they're producing their own power and paying less for it, Carol. I'm putting more of their hard-earned money back in their own family's pocket.
Well, here's another thing. I've been seeing them pop up all over the place, and I'm going to see more. I know that because she's out there talking to so many people, and she has just decided to reach out and be, what did you say? Well, you called yourself a solar...
I'm an energy expert now, Carol.
She's an energy expert, but she really is, let me just say this, she is really just a person who is passionate, who found something that she thought, wow, a lot of people could really, really use this. And
benefit from.
She's out there for you. She's working for you. And she does, that's what it is. You're all about them, your families, to help them. And you have been so kind. So many people have loved you and love that you go out there and spend all sorts of time with them.
Carol, I say this to people when I meet them. I love what I do, and I love the people that I do it for. It gives me great satisfaction. This is a bill that we all have to pay. Why not pay it less? Live more comfortably in your home and put more of your hard-earned money back in your own family's pocket.
Go up on her website. It is AskSolarSandy.com, or call her now at 623-850-8229. So welcome back, everyone. And yes, we're talking with Solar Sandy, but you know it is hot out there, and Solar Sandy has really, we say it all the time, has been on a mission really since you came on here. Now, you were before, but you found a way through me, by meeting me, with that basically
that I could talk to people, and it was much cooler in the inside in the AC, and everybody could listen to me driving their cars or listening to them.
It'll be on. She'll have solar on this building too someday.
Yes, I will. I'm working on it because it actually is the wave of the future, Carol. California just passed a law that all houses have to now be built with solar on it. Don't wait for Arizona to pass that law, because APS and SRP are a monopoly, and they are very well embedded in politics here. So they do not want you to be saving money on your electric bill. Well, they're building solar fields and capturing the sun and selling you power from the sun at the same rate they would be selling it to you from the Tonopah plant, etc. So if it's good enough for APS and SRP to be capturing the sun and creating electricity, it is really good for you to be doing the same thing, because number one, it's clean power and it's cheaper power. You're producing your own power for a lower per kilowatt rate than APS and SRP are charging you. You're getting rid of the majority of those fees, taxes, and surcharges that the electric companies charge you. And you know what you're paying, and you're living more comfortably in your home. You guys, it's been 110 degrees out there, and I am so grateful that I have solar on my house, and I can keep my house cool and comfortable, because at the end of the day, I couldn't imagine coming into my house and it wasn't 74, 75. If it was 85, 86, 87, I would be miserable. It would actually not be good for your health. And I worry about a lot of my families that are working really hard, like the ones that I met last night. She's a nurse and having to work overtime just to pay her electric bill. There's many families out there, Carol, in that same position. This year, with these high rates, these new increases that are hitting, people really are not going to know how they're going to pay. Well, they're going to pay their electric bill. They won't know how they're going to pay their other bills, because there's no way that you'll survive in your house by not paying your electric bill. So somewhere else is going to give in that family's budget. Maybe it's the groceries, maybe it's something else, but something else is going to give, because you will always pay your electric bill. A lot of people have it on auto pay. A lot of people are paying it budget billing, thinking, okay, I'm good, I'm on budget billing. If you miss your budget billing by one day late, you're off budget billing. You've got to pay up your settle up amount, and this year budget billing is going to go up dramatically, Carol. People's budget billing can go up anywhere between $80 to $100 more this summer than last year, and they could possibly still owe at the end of the year what's called a settle up amount. So at this point, by producing your own and paying less for it, you'll know what your budget billing is, because you will no longer have an APS bill. I will be able to zero out your APS bill. APS is buying your extra power back at 12.9 cents. So I give my families all the power they need and a little extra. And so now APS is buying that back from them. At the end of the year, they could actually be owed money by APS. And I'm showing people that they've got a certain amount of time to do this. August 31st is the deadline. So they need to get to my website, Liquidity Split, so they get in the queue and they don't miss this deadline, because this deadline is really important. After August 31st, it's TBD, to be determined, about the 12.9 buyback of the power. So this is a monetary credit, not a kilowatt hour credit. This is a monetary credit. So as much as it was wonderful to go solar the previous years that I helped my families, this is a really good time to go solar, because APS is buying that extra power back at 12.9, and I can potentially zero out my family's bills with zero, and APS can owe them money back. So the roof is making the money.
Caller, the number is 623-850-8229. It's asksolarsandy.com. Fill out that kilowatt worksheet. She's going to come to you. It's a free, no obligation consultation to you. She comes to you, and most people qualify, you said.
Absolutely.
You're going to get a $250 solar savings incentive from her to pay your blast bill. Say goodbye to that, and you're going to know exactly how much you're going to be paying for the next 20 years. Tell them again how they take care of it, they monitor it, and all those things.
We monitor it. The panels are warranted for 25 years. There's nothing that my homeowner has to worry about except now paying a lower power bill and enjoying the comfort of their home, and not having to sweat about the temperature in their home, or worry about that electric bill going up so dramatically that they're trying to figure out how they're going to pay other bills. It's just nice. Carol, people say, how can APS and SRP do this? Because they're monopolies. They're in the power business to sell power, and you now have a choice. You now have a choice to continue buying from the power company or produce your own on your own roof. And as the cost of power continues to rise, more and more people are looking at PYOP, producing your own power, as a solution. The only warning, the only caution that I throw out to my families that are listening, our families that are listening, is there's many people making hamburgers out there. Many people making hamburgers out there. If you do not do this correctly, you will not have the maximum savings and benefits of going solar, potentially with a zero APS bill and a very, very small SRP bill. If you're not getting the secret sauce, and the secret sauce is in
Solar Sandy.
Thank you, Carol. Is with the right rate plan, with smart energy management, and the accurate amount of solar panels producing the right amount of power. Because if not, my daughter almost was one of those bad solar stories. The fellow that came out, as nice as he was, I call anybody under 50 a kid, he didn't want to give her all the power she needed. I said, well, I want her to have all this power and a little bit extra. Oh, no, it's going to I said, well, that's what I want her to have, because I don't want that uncovered portion of the bill to keep on going up year after year after year. So I disqualified him. And that got me to thinking, I wonder how many other people are not getting their PYOP and their solar savings explained to them correctly, and the maximum savings and potential. And because of my injuries after my accident, I couldn't go back to nursing, Carol. I said, I could really help a lot of people, because every single person out there has an electric bill. And that's how I started on my mission. I helped my daughter, first of all, and then I've helped literally hundreds of families produce their own power and pay less for it.
You know what? It just seems like a no-brainer when you listen to you. But there's a lot of people that they don't understand it. They don't question. They have to get it. They have to get it explained to them over and over. And you're happy to do that.
And it's okay, Carol, because you know what? When I helped my daughter, she had questions, but I had even more. So I love my families that ask me a lot of questions. I actually want them to ask lots of questions, because I want them to understand how they're saving, how this all works together.
How to read your bill. That's another thing.
Exactly.
A lot of people, nobody knows how to read their bill. They open it up and they really slowly, with their eyes shut.
Exactly.
And then they look at it really fast and go, oh my God. They shut it.
And then
that's it.
And then
they don't look at it.
And then they pay it.
They have to pay it. They have no choice but to pay it.
I say this to people. We comparison shop on everything else. Now you have the opportunity to produce your own power and pay less for it. At least sit down and find out what the savings are and how it works. It's really, really simple. PYOP, produce your own power, and you're paying less for it, and you know what you're paying for the next 25 years.
Tell everybody some of the different places, because, you can almost help anybody in any place.
I can help anybody with an electric bill, except in apartment buildings. Townhouses and condos, I can help. I can help patio homes. I can help anybody basically in Arizona.
And if you're renting, she can help if you know your landlord.
As long as you know the owner of the property, I can help you. You have to be able to put me in touch with the owner of the property. So if you own a couple of homes and have tenants in and they're really having a difficult time paying the rent, it's probably because their electric bill went up so high. I just saw somebody, she was also a nurse this weekend that was a renter, and the owner gave her permission to do it. So there is very few people that I can't help. If you have an electric bill, go to my website, fill out your kilowatt worksheet, and I will be in touch with you to meet with you in person to show you how to PYOP, produce your own power, pay less for it, and put more of your hard-earned money back in your family's pocket, not the power companies.
The phone number to call her direct at 623-850-8229. Her website is Ask Solar Sandy. And please make sure you go to AskSolarSandy.com and fill out that kilowatt worksheet. Give her a call. Let her come to you. She will go everywhere. She loves to do that. And you're going to get a $250 solar savings incentive. Most people qualify for this. I've been seeing them popping up right and left. I go, that's Solar Sandy, that's Solar Sandy. Give her a call because she's going to help you pay less money for a bill that you have to pay so much money for. 623-850-8229. It's AskSolarSandy.com.